Testing 1 2. Let's see, is this working? Do we have a live stream? So, is this stream live right now, guys? Let me see. If you guys are hearing me right now, please say hello. Is that you, Produce Not Pills? Cool. So I guess this is working. Hey, let me refresh my window and then I'll start over here. All right, so let's give this 1 second, and hey Tracy, hey, let me fix the title here. Live. Did I copyright? This is gonna be a really short live stream, guys. I have plans. I have some plans for tonight, but I want to address an anti-vegan who's going around banging, saying I copyrighted strike his content. In fact, let me just kind of back up a second here. So anyway, if you guys are joining, like I said, this will be a really quick live stream. I'm gonna leave this up just for a little bit so the information can trickle back. Is this my first live stream? No, it's not. Anyway, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna address this anti-vegan who's playing victim here. So an anti-vegan, a couple of them actually. No, I'm not going to cancel my plans, Vegas Liver. A couple anti-vegans have downloaded our YouTube videos and then uploaded them in their entirety from start to finish, and just made little real-time live, snippy, snarky, ad hominem attacks the whole way through. So basically, yeah, they took our content and I assume monetized it, and just put our content up there. So why would anyone want to watch our video? So anyway, this anti-vegan dude is saying I copyrighted striked them and all this crazy stuff. I'm not going to mention any names here. I don't want to give any of these guys any publicity, but I will. Hang on, let me get my mic here. So here's what happened. Like I said, leave this video up so these anti-vegans to see exactly what happened. Once we saw that these dudes, and they're males, I'll give them that, male anti-vegans, uploaded our entire videos from start to finish, and that's just not cool. I mean, if you want to comment on our videos, and people can, they're free to do that, you have to take small portions like I do. If you want to learn how to use fair use, and this is all about fair use of copyrighted content, you have to abide by fair use guidelines. You can't just take someone's video from start to finish. And let me show you YouTube's own words here. So this is going to be enlightening for some of these anti-vegans who think they can take everything that a content creator makes from beginning to finish and just use that for their work here. Let's look at YouTube's fair use factors here. Let's look at point number 3 here. The amount and substantiality of portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. It says here, borrowing small bits of material from an original work is more likely to be considered fair use than borrowing large portions, let alone playing someone's content from beginning to end. So these guys are saying fair use, and I'm saying if you want to comment on us, feel free. We're not trying to shut you down. You have your free speech, blah, blah, blah. But you can't just copy someone's video from start to finish. That was our work. Our videos take days to create and edit, and you're playing it all the way through. People aren't going to watch our video now because you played the whole freaking thing. If you see, if I'm responding to, say, Joe Rogan, I'll just respectfully take what I need to. I have a 3-hour podcast. I'll take maybe 2 minutes tops, and maybe a minute or something like that. So anyway, bottom line is that's why these guys, like I said, I never issued a copyright strike. I went to YouTube's content removal tool, I think it's called, and I requested that these videos should not be up, because if I did the same thing, my video should go down too. Maybe it's possible YouTube on its own initiates a copyright strike to these content creators. I don't know, because I don't really use this tool all that often. So anyway, bottom line is, for you anti-vegan dudes who are watching, all you got to do is just remove our copyrighted content And all's cool. You know, once I see that, I will contact YouTube through this tool and ask them if you guys got a strike, which I'm sorry about. I will ask them to remove that. That's not my intent. My intent was just to get our content, our copyrighted content, removed from your channel. The content that you played from beginning to end. Again, if you want to abide by fair use principles, that is using little bits, little snippets, totally cool. Follow the same rules that I follow, and you're not going to go down. So anyway, if there's any questions here, I'll take a few questions here from you a little bit, but I'm not going to mention any names. There's several YouTubers. I'm not going to mention any of their names, but they both have in common, or they all have in common, playing our content from beginning to end. That's not fair use. Again, just remove the content and we'll be cool. It's all I want. I don't want to strike anyone. I just don't want our content up there on other people's channel from beginning to end with snide comments the whole way through. So anyway, cool, Flat Earth and Various Thoughts. Hey, Thick Vegan, what's up? Yeah, like I said, you know, the YouTube just put up their Karate Kid season 2. So what if I took the whole half-hour episode, played it full screen, and just a little window of me in the bottom, corner, you know, making little comments. YouTube will take that down in a heartbeat. That's in their content ID system. That'll come down instantly. Why? Because that violates fair use. If I wanted to comment on little bits, like, oh, look at the Ralph Macchio bit here where he kicks the guy in the arm, and showed that for like 5 seconds. That's cool. That's fair use. But if I were to play the entire episode from beginning to finish, that is not fair use. So that's all I'm asking. I just want people to not steal our content and from beginning to finish. You want to borrow little bits? Cool. Fair use? I'm all for it because I depend on fair use to make my videos as well. So anyway, yeah, if any of the stands of these guys are watching, please let them know to come and watch this video where I explain everything clearly. I said I never intended a copyright strike. In fact, when I filled out the content removal tool, I don't remember them saying there will be a copyright strike on the dude's channel. Maybe it did happen, I don't know, but I just wanted the content removed. So anyway, remove it, bros, and we'll be cool. Just take our content down, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure if you did get a strike that I say don't strike these dudes. Tracy, what are you saying there? You can't understand why a YouTuber would get bent out of shape for being called out on breaking fair use. I don't think people, at least these anti-vegan dudes, I don't think they understand what fair use means. I think they think it means you can do anything you want. But I pasted in the show notes here. Oh, maybe I didn't. Let me fix it one more time. Let me paste in the show notes here. YouTube's fair use guidelines. So hopefully it took my pasting right there. YouTube.com. It's too long of a URL, but it's in there. So read the fair use guidelines, which I showed here a second ago. Oh, wrong one here. Here it is once more for you guys. Number 3, borrowing small bits of material from an original work is more likely to be considered fair use than borrowing large portions, let alone stealing someone's entire work from start to finish. So yeah, that's it. So I'll take a couple questions. Then I gotta go. I gotta meet someone. I'm giving someone some music gear, and I gotta meet them before a certain hour. Let's see. Collaborations. Yeah, good thing about should I collaborate with Chris Vegan Zombie? We've collaborated with him before, and that's the cool thing. I'm glad you brought up the magic word collaboration, because these people stealing our content from beginning to end, that's not a collaboration, you know? They're just uploading it and just making little snide comments in real time. That's not a collaboration. But yeah, working with people like Chris Vegan Zombie, yeah, we've collaborated with him. That's what that's the kind of content I want to share. We want to collaborate with people like that, you know, as opposed to people without asking, taking our content, uploading it from beginning to finish and claiming fair use because I said some funny stuff on top of it. No, I've never met Vegan Games before, JD Starnator. Thanks for the super chat tip there. No, never met Richard ever before. He's never been to West Coast of the United States the whole time he's had a YouTube channel that I'm aware of. Luby, yeah, they stole from me. I agree. They stole our video. They stole vlogs that Angie and I made and spent days filming and editing. So yeah, not apologize. I am apologize if they did get a strike, because again, my intent was to get the content removed. That's all I care about. That's all I want. I just want the content removed. So if YouTube gives strikes when I do the content removal tool, that's on me. Like I said, I really don't do this all that often. Let's see. Graven Babies. I'm going to be ending this live stream pretty soon. Like I said, it's going to be a really short one tonight. So you can just play this back and see the whole video. I've only been on 10 minutes. I don't expect I'll be on too much longer. So anyway, I just don't want to repeat myself again, Graven Babies. It'd take 10 minutes. So if you have any questions about this, I'll answer them right now. So that's it. That's what happened. And if I probably didn't even need to make this video, but I really wanted to drive home the point. Don't steal people's content, not just ours, just anyone's. Just don't take someone's video and upload it from beginning to end. And furthermore, in our case, just remove it and all will be cool.
I believe the strikes disappear in 30 days anyway.
Yeah, and the strikes do go away, Angie points out. It's 30 days?
Something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was 90.
Whatever it is.
There's a period, an interval.
Nothing really bad happens unless he gets in trouble from copyrighted content. Like, I think it's 3 at a time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Vegan Games talked about that before. Yeah, these strikes don't really matter unless you accumulate more if you're stealing other people's content.
They have to be like in quick succession.
And they have to be within that time frame. Is it 30 or 90 days or what have you? So anyway, yeah, that's what happens when you get a strike. You don't get kicked off YouTube unless you get at least 3 of them. Let's see. Let's talk about anti-vegans, asked Libby. How do people care that other people don't eat meat? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I don't go and troll other people's channels. Hey, you're not eating all plants. It's just really bizarre. I don't understand. Yeah, why what we do affects people so much that it becomes their passion to bash. I don't understand what it is. Maybe it's the last dying gasp of a old life that they knew, where there weren't plant-based milks or plant-based meats or what have you. They long for a world that doesn't really exist anymore. Yeah, Preston, I have showed Joe Rogan's podcast, but the main difference, like I said, I use little snippets, no more than 30 seconds, something like that. I don't play the entire Joe Rogan Experience podcast. I know they're like an hour or two long. Even if they were just 10 minutes long, you don't play the whole thing. Again, fair use says you have to use small portions, not reuse someone's entire content. So that's the distinction there. I'm not sure if some of these anti-vegans can understand this distinction I'm making. It's a little complicated. Entire video, bad. Little portions, good. Let me try to just phrase it as simply as possible. Yeah, Angie points out, we didn't make our vlogs so that these anti-vegans can profit off our copyrighted entire video work there. Let's see what else. Another super chat tip there from Jid Star Nader. What do I think of Vegan Gains and Earthling Ed? We met Earthling Ed once before. He came to VegFest LA the year before last. Really, really nice, sweet dude. And I think he's doing a bang-up job of just getting onto the media. The vegans already know about Earthling Ed and they love him. And I think if, more mainstream media just how he goes out and just talk to regular non-vegans all the time, so he's doing some great activism. Yeah, and Vegan Gains, I think he does a great job of debating people. So many people think, they all show up Richard in a debate, and he always shows how just ill-prepared and just basically ignorant and just factless they are in their criticisms of veganism. So I think all these, people you brought up here, Ed and Richard, they're different from each other. I'm different from them, and we all, are doing our work here. Yeah, ethical evolution. Part of fair use is transformative. Let's go back to that. There's several criteria that they use for factoring in. Here, YouTube's own words, there are 4 factors for fair use. And number 1 here, Courts typically focus on whether the use is transformative, whether it adds new expression or meaning. Yeah, if you slander someone the whole time, I guess that's transformative. If you bully them the whole time, that's transformative. But number 3 is the big one here, guys. Borrowing small bits of material is more likely to be considered fair use than large portions. And they didn't even mention stealing the whole freaking thing there. So yeah, that's true. There's many factors. It's slightly complicated, determination of what is and isn't fair use. But yeah, copying an entire video from start to finish is definitely not. Hey Wesley, what's up? What can you do reacting to a whole movie or game trailer? Yeah, that's tougher because it's shorter. Yeah, if it's usually like a movie trailer, like 2 minutes or something like that. Again, just don't play the whole thing from start to finish. And when you do talk and pause it, make the video go away at least. Just show yourself, because these guys that I'm talking about here, they, even when they're talking, they just hit pause so you see our content still on the screen.
Lazy as possible.
Yeah, race lever, you're right. Yeah, just crying. They're playing victim right now, essentially. It's like, they dish it all day. I mean, their videos are just slanderous, personal attacks, vicious, mean lies. But, when someone tries to legally claim, hey, don't play my video from start to finish, or our video from start to finish, then it's victim time.
And monetize it.
And monetize it, too, exactly.
So much disrespect.
I know some of these guys, take whole what I eat in a day videos, and that's pretty much what these videos were, like what we eat in a day and what we do in a day videos, and just lying about it the whole time, like, oh, look how horrible this is.
Yeah, transformative would be if they took a sampling from a number of what I eat in a day videos from a number of people and clipped out 10, 15 seconds of each people's video and did an analysis.
Yeah, Angie brings a good point. Here's a great example of transformative. If one of these anti-vegans took out little chunks, 10, 20 odd second chunks of different people's what they ate in a day videos as vegans, and then talked about that, compare, contrast, dissect, rip apart, whatever. That's transformative. You've taken content from different people, arranged them in a way that never existed ever before in the history of the universe, and added your own original, however warped it may be, but original thought. That's transformative. Yeah, Graven babies. Yeah, they're supposed to be tough, these big bad dudes. But yeah, as soon as something happens to them, they play victim. It's a narcissistic personality trait, and I'm not speaking about that negatively. Just it's just a fact.
He's only crying because he was hoping to keep making money off you.
Angie says only crying because he was just hoping to keep making money off the content. So anyway, any more questions before I go? I have to go meet someone who's going to take some music gear to my old vocalist who's moved out of state. So need to meet him shortly. So any questions here about this? Like I said, I want to just keep this short. I'm not going to say who is the person or persons stealing our content. It's multiple persons that did what I described here, uploaded our videos in their entirety, just added a little tiny window of them saying silly crap and claiming fair use. But let's see, any questions about that? Anything you can do to help Graven babies? Great question. No, there's really not much you can do. If any of you guys happen to be intellectual property lawyers, maybe that'd be awesome. Contact me. That could be cool. Yeah, in order to sue or anything, I need that. But other than that, I don't think there's anything you guys can do. I just wanted to get this content out there. Yeah, there's a great one, Tracy. Yeah, stop watching these anti-vegans. I know. I don't know. I know tons of their anti-vegan fans watch them and they come and complain and stuff. But yeah, the vegans should just stop giving them any power whatsoever. If you find them entertaining, give them no power, Yep, avoid their content. Act like they don't exist. Produce, not pills. That's why I'm not mentioning their names or anything like that. I will say one of these people did try to contact me. He sent an email, and if you have Gmail, you get a little preview, like the first sentence or two. So I kind of checked that out, and it was already being insulting and mean and condescending in there. So if he started off sincere, I actually might have clicked it. Maybe he brought up a question or two that I could have answered. But if you're just going to start emails with insults like the videos, it just goes to the delete ban. What I think of Beyond Meat, Justin Jid Starnator. Thanks again for your super chat tip. I think it's all right. I think it's a great food for non-vegans because that's really their target market. They're trying to target people who aren't vegans but are seeking to reduce the amount of meat they eat. Maybe they heard it's healthier to eat less meat, or maybe they're interested in veganism or vegetarianism. But if you're vegan and want to eat it, that's cool. It's not the healthiest thing in the world. It's high in saturated fat, but that said, compared to the alternative of a non-vegan real dead animal burger, yeah, it's a heck of a lot better for you. But yeah, I think you can do better. But if you like that, cool. If you want to be a processed burger vegan, I'm not going to shame you or anything like that. As long as you're not contributing to the suffering and exploitation and killing of animals needlessly, I'm cool with you. But the healthier the better, because ultimately we want to live a healthy, disease-free life as much as we possibly can. Influence that. Okay, any more questions before I go and meet my friend? Let's see. Yeah, these people think I'm going to react. And I guess I am. I guess they are getting the reaction they want, but I'm not going to glorify any of these clowns by mentioning them by name or by channel, because ultimately that's what they're looking for, some kind of free shout out. Let's see. Any other questions here? The YouTuber hitting her dog. No, I didn't see that. Wow. Okay, Angie said she heard about that on Twitter. No, that sounds pretty bad. Taylor, just show maybe show your family members forks over knives, since health is an issue with the high blood pressure and heart tests. So show them forks overnight, and just show them the great food that you're eating. Just show them how you're not eating bird seed or whatever stuff that a lot of non-vegans mistakenly think vegans eat. Bring your dad a Beyond Burger. Show them that you can still eat, total dude food and be vegan. Yeah. Let's see. You can't see my face? Oh my God. Thank you. Sorry, I had the fair use stuff up there. My bad. That's my bad for not being. I can't believe I let that go for 3 minutes or so. Anyway, guys, cool. Produce Not Pills. I'm glad you appreciate me jumping on here and telling you what is going on. Yeah, they're going crazy. Oh my God, Ryan, copyright strike me. No, I just asked YouTube to remove the videos, and if YouTube issues a strike in that process, that's news to me. Let's see. I should be back on the screen now. Race lover, what is the entire U.S. Constitution word for word? You want to extend this live stream somehow. I'm glad you're over yesterday's live stream when I mistakenly picked the incorrect word to describe what I was trying to say about you. I forgot what it was. That you're sleepy or something like that. I hear you, Taylor, though. I never was able to convince my parents to eat plant-based, really. It's not you, it's them, If they are old and don't want to change, what can you do, What can you do? Really nothing. Let's see. So any more questions before I go? I'm still cool with meeting my friend, but I can't really extend this too long. You still can't see my face? That's weird. You should be able to see my face. Let me know if you can see my face now. I didn't want it to just be left on the fair use guidelines there. I'll wait till I see you can see me. Okay, great. All right, cool. I'm glad you can see me. Thanks for letting me know, guys. I can see myself too, but yeah, I should have known. I wasn't seeing myself earlier. Am I 80-10-10 or whole food plant-based? Definitely not 80-10-10, which usually implies a raw fruitarian or at least a raw diet. No, I'm whole food plant-based vegan. Some can say whole food plant-based, has some wiggle room. No, fully 100% vegan. But yeah, I'm all about eating whole food plants, with the exceptions of going out to restaurants and, pop-ups and stuff like that, vegan festivals where they don't really sell whole food plants. They're making pizzas and, pastas and all stuff. Turntable back there is the one we had in our living room for the longest time. I brought it into here finally. It's a Rega. People in the UK may have heard of Rega, made in England. Pat Worley, how he oddly just joined in. There is absolutely no lie. Watch this video. Like I said, I did a content removal tool request to remove the videos where these multiple people uploaded our content from beginning to end. They didn't use what fair use says. You have to use little bits, not use the entirety or even a large portion of material. And if YouTube issues a copyright strike in that request, that's news to me. So anyway, go tell your friends there. What's your name, Pat? All they need to do is remove the content, which is copyrighted content. You can't upload someone's video in their entirety. Just remove it, and I will do what I can. I'll go back into the tool. I'll email YouTube. I'll see whatever I need to do to make sure there's not a copyright strike, because I don't care about punishing. I just don't want my content up for other people to profit on. Content from beginning to finish, an entire video. That's not what it's all about. So you can go tell your friends that. That's why I made this video, for these anti-vegans to go back and tell their friends what's going on. It's the ball's in their court, really. You know, if they wanna remove the content or not. Let's see. They can try to mess with my campaign. I don't know what they can really do. I guess they can. I don't know what they can do, to be honest with you. You know, don't vote for Ryan Lump for city council because he did a copyright strike. But yeah, I'll leave the link in the show notes for the latecomers to see YouTube's own words about the 4 factors in fair use. So it's down there for all to see, and particularly pay attention to point number 3 about how much content you can actually use. Jid Starnader, you're going nuts today on that. So thank you on the super chat tips. Will I visit Australia? Do I know Freely? I met Freely on 2 or 3 occasions before. I met her at Woodstock Fruit Festival and in 2013, and then maybe 3 years after that when they came out to Los Angeles and stayed with Mr. Vegan, who I know, and yeah, I saw her then as well. So I know her, but I don't really know her. You know, I just talked to her a couple times. And will I visit Australia? That's something I've been wanting to do for decades, but I haven't done it yet. It's a pretty big trip coming from out here. So yeah, I'd love to come to Australia. I want to surf Noosa Heads. That's one of my lifelong dreams. Longboard, the long right point break there. But you know, I don't see it happening anytime soon. But Great White Plant Eater, I guess surfing Carlsbad is a more reasonable goal, huh? I still never surfed Carlsbad or Encinitas or anywhere in that part of the world, really. Just, you know, the closest I've surfed there is Trestles one time. I would love to come. Pat Worley, you're repeating the rhetoric that your anti-vegan hero is saying. There's no cover-up. Your friend, your anti-vegan hero, here's the truth, took my video. He intentionally went out, downloaded it, and then uploaded it from beginning to finish. And all I asked was YouTube to have it removed. There's no lie in there. So if anyone's lying, it's your hero. Just tell your hero to remove my copyrighted content, and all will be cool. It's all you gotta do. Just remove the video that he took and played from beginning to end, is claiming his own content. It's all he has to do. It's so freaking easy. There's no cover up other than make-believe nonsense. Let's see. It's funny. It's funny how people just repeat the rhetoric and lies that their heroes spout, you know? Anyway, guys, okay, I was on much longer than I thought. I thought I was going to be on like 10, 15 minutes. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video up for a little while. So go tell, if you know who these anti-vegans are, like Pat Worley, go tell your hero to watch this video, see exactly what's going on, and see exactly what he can do to make this right, you know. And like I said, I'll do my part to make it right too. It's like a quid pro quo, you know. You remove the content, I will do whatever it takes to contact YouTube to remove this strike. That goes away, doesn't take your channel down. Just remove my content. That's all I ask. My copyrighted content that was played from beginning to end. Our copyrighted content, mine's and Angie's. So that's all I ask. So go tell your hero that. What was your name again? Pat Worley. Go tell your buddy to watch this video. All right, guys, so thanks so much. Like I said, I got to run. I got some business to take care of, and yeah, I'm not sure when the next vid will be, but watch my blood test video if you haven't already. It came out earlier today. You'll see the results of a vegan who's been vegan for nearly 9 years. That would be myself, and see what kind of horrible degeneration has occurred in my blood labs. So check that out. And hopefully it won't be too shocking for you guys. So gotta go. Thanks, Race Lover and Tracy, for being totally on top of it here. And Saber 2 can't stop lying. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.